Coming up, the incredibly inspiring lady who literally wrote the book on today's Wonder Woman.
She's a very different kind of superhero, and she's just 60 seconds away right here on California Live. So I'm very happy to introduce you to the lady who literally wrote the book on it, today's Wonder Woman, Asha Dahya. So let's start there, Asha. Welcome to California Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so today's Wonder Woman, what is today's Wonder Woman?
Well, I wrote a book about women who are everyday heroes in our community, in our lives, in our social networks, who are just doing really inspiring, trailblazing, barrier-breaking things. They may not get the headlines, they may not get the spotlight, but they deserve it. And they're doing it to better the world around them. So I wanted to give them the spotlight. There are 50 women in this book, and I just wanted to celebrate their lives and inspire people who read it.
Now, what type of women will we find in the book?
So it's such a diverse cross-section. Most of them are from North America, but there are a few from other countries around the world. We have a woman named Amali de Alwas from the UK. She is the CEO of a company called Code First Girls. They are teaching more girls and women to code in the UK than any British university.
Wow.
They're looking to fill that, the gender gap in tech. There's a woman named Catherine Schreiber. She's a Broadway producer. She's interesting because she switched careers at the age of 50 and became a producer at the age of 50.
Yeah.
She's won 2 Tony Awards. She's been nominated for 5 Olivier Awards. She's also the only only woman to win Broadway Global Producer of the Year. And Ana Flores, she is a creator of a summit and an organization called We All Grow Latina. And Forbes calls that summit one of the summits every creative should attend. And they're the largest group of digital Latina influencers in the United States. So these are women who are just building these organizations, creating pathways that didn't exist before, and they're making it happen.
Yeah, and Asha, you have a great story that's inspiring, that inspired you to do all of this. Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, I don't think of myself as the inspiration. I'm definitely like the conduit for these stories. But I went through a divorce at the age of 29, and my family live in Australia. I was living here in Los Angeles, and having a media background and, you know, being used to sharing articles and stories online and in TV, I really wanted to kind of use that background to connect with other women who had been through other struggles like I had. I felt like, you know, the more we're vulnerable and share our stories and share our lives, the world is a little bit less lonely.
Yes.
So I wanted to do that. And when I started doing that, I created a blog called girltalkhq.com, and it just, this is about 7 years ago. And so from there, it just kind of built into this platform where now women are sharing their stories about their careers, about, you know, building organizations from the ground up, blazing new trails, just doing barrier-breaking things. So that's where today's Wonder Woman idea started from, and now we have the book.
Yeah, and you're talking about breaking barriers. Can we talk about your TED Talk? I mean, that's fascinating.
Yes, thank you. So I did a TEDx talk in 2018, and it was posted online 2019. But I'm really passionate about women's healthcare, reproductive healthcare, and bridging this divide that exists in America right now. We all know we live in a very divisive society, but I feel like there's a way to go beyond, you know, the right and the left and the blue and the red and the pro-choice, pro-life. There's a way to come together and go, all right, let's find common ground. Let's help each other. There are ways that we can, you know, find that common ground and support each other on.
Why is it important now for women to have the voice that you're talking about?
I think it's always been important, but we've never had the platform. But now we've had these great equalizer platforms like social media, blogging, digital TV platforms, streaming platforms that are really opening up the floodgates for everyone to share, women, minorities, and I think it's really great. But also because, you know, when you only have one perspective and you make laws or you build organizations, you don't really represent everyone. So when you have a diversity of perspective, you really kind of represent as many people as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do with the book. And I think when we see more women running for office, when we see more women building companies, they're representing more of the world around them. So.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your work and what you're doing.
Thank you for having me.
And the book, Today's Wonder Woman?
Yeah, you can find it at today'swonderwomanbook.com. You can pre-order it now. It's released March 18.
All right, thanks.